I was born in Kolkata and I grew up in North Calcutta, studied at Calcutta Boys School and did my O-levels and A-levels from Cambridge, which is the British equivalent of 10th and 12th. It's a better form of education where it's not like memorizing definitions and things like that. It's more about knowing the concepts, and the exams they put you in a situation where you have tools to work with and you have the concepts, so you don't study the day before exam. You just use your concepts to figure your way out of a problem. And then went off to the US to get my computer engineering degree, and that's when I started entrepreneurship. So my father is an entrepreneur, my mother is a politician. I come from a lineage of politicians. My great grandmother was Sarojini Naidu. So my grandfather was a freedom fighter and a politician. My mother is also a politician, and then my parents are not together. That happened when I was in the US, my first year ending, second year starting at that time. It totally changed my way of looking at life, because financially I was cut off. That was also the right time when I was coming to spirituality. I was finding out about Bhagavad Gita and that kind of a situation, where you don't know what your future holds for you. When you go through difficult phases, you learn more than when you go through happy-go-lucky life. And at IIT, while I was studying, that moment was multiple things were happening. I just started my business. I just got elected to the student government, and I was one of the prominent student leaders on campus. And then my father's situation happens. So the university was very kind. They stepped in and they offered me scholarships so that they didn't want to lose me. I didn't have to end my education and come back to India, so thank God for that. And while that was happening, I started developing my business into a course where students from different majors, backgrounds come together to work on something called iPro. It's called Interprofessional Projects. So at my university, it's a requirement for students to graduate to take 2 iPros. And I took advantage of that. So my business idea that I had, I won a inter-university competition, a business idea challenge, and that allowed me to push it forward with the university. And I was a student government, VP of student government, so I had the connection with the university. So I negotiated my way through to have my own iPro. Generally, iPros are given by corporations or professors. They give a real world problem, and architects, designers, engineers, philosophers, English majors, they all get together to work on that. So in my case, I had my own idea, which was connecting people who are physically separated but emotionally together. And my initial idea was a hug jacket, a jacket that would send hugs over the internet. So now that's actually pretty common. If you play video games, there's 4D technology in movies. They have things you wear that give you impact. So you're watching a movie, something hits you, you're seeing 3D goggles, and you get that impact in the jacket. So that is what I was thinking back, that you can see over the internet, you can smell over the internet, even you can hear over the internet, but you cannot touch. So providing that tactile contact, that was the initial idea. So once we created the iPro, got approved by the university, we were allowed to select hand-picked students. So being a student leader, I knew the smartest guys on campus, guys and girls, and I recruited them, and we brainstormed, and initially we figured out that the hug jacket is a bad idea because it's extremely expensive. We were college kids with no money, undergrads, so not too much of knowledge to build anything sophisticated technologically. So we were like, so how do we take this concept and take it forward? So we minimized the idea from a hug jacket to a necklace. So we did market research. So market research on senior citizens, market research on divorced couples, market research on military men who are outside. At that time, Afghanistan war and all those wars were happening, Iraq wars were happening. So separated people who want to be physically together but they're emotionally, So once we did that market research, in a couple of weeks we figured out that there is this market called the tweens that is in between. And they're not kids, they're not children, they're not adolescents. It's like 8 to 14-year-olds, 8 to 13-year-old girls who have a buying power of $170 billion. They just nag their dads to buy them whatever they want. So it's like, that's a great market. And we did a little research that what is being catered to. We figured out nobody understands them because they're not kids, so they don't like to play with everything pink. They're not adolescents yet, so they're not in the dating phase. They hate boys still. So what do they like? So we recruited a bunch of girls. We did a lot of thorough market research, understanding what kind of bags they carry, what kind of things they do, what kind of talk they talk. And we figured out they love secret messages, right? While sitting in class, the teacher's boring, or something like that. They want to, pass notes, or then put something in a pen, close the pen, and send it across the room. I'm like, that's great. So we can digitize that. So we came up with a smart necklace, which is a wireless device. You can send secret messages to each other, just with color codes. And only a group of girls will know what the colors mean. So another group of girls would have no idea. So it stays secret, and if a teacher catches you wearing it, we get free promotion. So that was the idea where we started. So we started going to business plan competitions. People thought it was a cool idea. And then a judge who was the mother of a tween, she told me, why don't you have a social network aligned with it? I said, okay. What do you exactly mean? She's like, I don't want my daughter going on Facebook. And MySpace was going down, and MySpace is like all pedophilia and predator. Facebook was not what it is now. And there were people committing suicide and bullies and all kinds of things were happening. So I was like, create a social network for girls. I said, this is a great idea. So this necklace, we created a social network where you don't have a search feature. The only way to add friends is in the real world, where you sync your necklaces face to face, and only those girls get to be friends online. So you enjoy everything that Facebook provides, but it's in a girly girl place. It's very much catered to their psychophysical nature, what they want. And we had girls in our board. So these girls, we call them the advisory council. Girls and their parents who would swipe the credit card. They decided the pricing factor, So we came to translating that market research to the demand of the market. The kids demand coolness factor. So we did a lot of research. We went through the whole idea, and then we created prototypes, 3D printouts, and just students together, we were able to come up with the functional prototype.